Hi y'all, didn't see you there. Well, welcome to a special edition of walking around the farm, doing this, doing that, and splitting wood. Yep, today it's splitting wood. And you know why? It's all my fault. It's all my fault that Zoom didn't work. You see, when you rely on Zoom for your church service, your live little church service, and things go wrong, it just has to be the pastor's fault. Oh, what didn't the pastor do right? No, seriously, it's our fault. Well, maybe not, but I just want to know what Steve Bigner and Rick Momkoff Grill did to earn such a distinguished place with me this week. No, it's not our fault. Well, it might be if you call relying on technology too much to be your fault. And that's what we do. In this day and age, we're relying on it by way of Facebook, by way of YouTube videos, by way of Zoom meetings. And hey, you know, sometimes things go awry. And from what I understand, Zoom has been having a few technical issues during the last part of the week, and it all came to a head this morning when practically the whole eastern seaboard of the United States, along with England and a few other spots around the world, just couldn't do it. Oh, you could sign in, you could see yourself, but you couldn't see everybody else. And you knew they were there because their name popped up, but you couldn't hear them, you couldn't see them. Oh well. And you know what? When things go wrong, isn't it just natural we try to point a finger at somebody? It's your fault, it's their fault, it's this, it's that, it's the other. And sometimes things are just so overwhelming and things are just so out of whack and out of sorts that they're just not going right. And I really believe that's what's happening in our world right now too. Oh yeah, there's plenty of things you look back on and say, yeah, we could have done this differently, that differently. But you know what? At this point, what needs to be done is face reality and go from there. Try to make things better. Try to make things right again. And it might take some time to do that, but we're going to be working on it, all of us. And I know, especially within our churches, we'll be doing that too. We'll be working on gathering back together, because there's one thing about being apart. It's that we've learned we need to be together. As people of God, we need that sense of fellowship, that sense of community. And right now, without being with each other in person, boy, that's just a tough thing. We just don't have it. But we're going to have it. But it is going to take a little bit of time yet before we are together. Hopefully, personally, I'm looking toward July as a time that we can do that. So maybe another month and a half yet of being separate. But in order to do that, we got to do a lot of things as far as church is concerned too. There'll be things a little bit different when we gather together. How we worship, how we sit in the pews, which pews we even sit in, how we greet one another, how we sing or don't sing. Oh, there's a lot of things that we need to go over and talk about. But it's all for a good purpose and a good reason, so that we can be safe, so that we can be together, so that we can worship God with one voice. And we will do that. In the meantime, I do have some wood to split. So, once again, special edition, Sunday afternoon edition, that's what you're getting, because hey, we couldn't Zoom it, so let's just do it this way. God bless you. Have a great week.